Hey my lovely YouTube fam, I hope you guys are doing well, and I went MIA last week. I just needed a break from social media, from all of it, and again, you can follow me on my social media accounts. I appreciate that. Don't forget to like this video, show some support, and as always, subscribe and get notified. So I'm excited to get into more of my informational videos again. So for this one, this was actually asked on one of my Q&A questions about fibromyalgia and lupus together. So I'm going to talk about the similarities and differences of fibromyalgia versus lupus. Note that I am not an expert. I am just a patient with lupus. I've had lupus for 10 years. Please go to your doctor and ask them about these conditions. Lupus and fibromyalgia are actually quite similar, but very different. So it's pretty interesting. It is said that between 10 to 25% of lupus patients actually have fibromyalgia as well. So not all that uncommon. In the comments below, I want to know if you have both. If you have lupus and fibromyalgia, or if you just have lupus or you only have fibro. So I'm going to put a little chart up here and we're going to break it down. Lupus symptoms versus fibro symptoms. So we have here muscle aches and muscle pain. So lupus is more muscle aching, where fibro is more of a muscle pain. And by that, I think they're referring to, with fibro, there are tender points, and these actually help in diagnosing fibromyalgia. There was one point when my doctor thought I might have fibro, and actually my mom still believes I have it. So it's said that actually touching those areas and the tender points will cause direct pain and tenderness over those muscles. Where with lupus, I would compare it more to almost flu-like. Quote me if I'm wrong, or if you have a better explanation of this, but I would think it feels more like you're just achy, like ugh. Then with the fatigue, both the diseases, terrible for the fatigue. Just, that's why it's hard to determine which one. That's a similar one. Rash is only found among lupus patients. Not saying, I don't know if fibro you can get rashes, but of course with lupus you have the butterfly rash or the malar rash, and that's a very distinctive of lupus patients. With lupus you're sensitive to sunlight, where with fibro you're sensitive to touch. And I can also say that with lupus sometimes I'm sensitive to touch. I think it all depends on the severity of your flare, but I think if you're feeling that sensitivity to touch in those tender points, then that's more of a fibro thing. Inflammation, skin irritation, inability to engage in daily activities, morning stiffness, all the same. That's why sometimes it's hard to differentiate between the two. What else they got here? Stiffness throughout the day, stiffness in the same position too long. I guess that what that's saying is that lupus is more constant, but I don't know if I believe that is true. I think many fibro patients would fight that. Trouble with concentration and memory, that I think just comes along with fatigue in general. When you're tired, your brain gets tired. Sensitivity to light, migraines, depression, anxiety, weight changes, swelling extremities. So as you can see, there's a lot of similarities and a very few differences. The biggest differences would be in the tenderness to touch, sensitivity to light, and then with lupus you have the rash. As for diagnosing the two, so lupus, I went over this in my Lupus 101 video on how there's specific blood tests that you can do, whether it's be ANA, your white blood cell count, your complements, all of that is tested. With fibro, there's not a specific test. They more so go with your medical history and of course the tenderness, your symptoms, and what's going on there. I would think this would make it hard to diagnose fibro, and I think that even though lupus is very difficult to diagnose as well and can be seen as like, oh, you're faking it. I feel like fibro definitely falls in that category where people undermine the disease. As for treatment, there's a big difference as well. So with lupus, you're treating the autoimmune side, so you're giving patients immunosuppressants, steroids, anything to calm down that immune system that's going haywire. Plaquenil is another one, and of course, people are given painkillers and things like that. With fibro, it's more so antidepressants, muscle relaxants, painkillers as well. So that is given to fibro patients. If you guys are on any specific medication, in the comments below, please inform me. So yeah, that was my quick breakdown of the similarities and differences of lupus to fibro. Go ahead and comment below your experience with both of the diseases or one of the diseases, and what do you think makes it stand out. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I plan on being back to my regular schedule, hopefully with more informational videos. And I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to follow me on social accounts and like the video, subscribe, all the above, because you love me. All right, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.